Okay. Okay. So when I'm talking about static exercises and static stretching, what am I talking about? As I've just demonstrated, why are those static stretches not necessarily effective? The reason why is because when you begin exercise, you do need to stretch and get flexibility in the joints. But more importantly, you need to get blood flow. So your main large bulk muscles, you need to get blood flow to them in order to maintain exercise. Now, how do we do that? How do we do that in an effective way? There's lots of ways that we can do that effectively. Yeah, we can do that through marching on the spot. If you have an indoor bicycle, you can do that. We can do movements where we rotate, swing our arms, twist and rotate our body. So we can do these things to get blood flow. Yeah. So we're not doing any static stretching and holding movements and exercise and actions at the beginning of training. In the beginning of training, what we try to do is keep the joints and the knees soft and supple, so we don't stand or move. We don't stand or move with our joints locked back. We stand slightly soft, so that if you look at my knee joint, my knee isn't in that position, my knee's slightly bent. So it's slightly soft. Arms and elbows are not locked. Arms and elbows, shoulders and elbows are slightly bent soft. And the hips, waist and the hips are flexible. Yeah? So we're in that bent position. Okay? Now if you have an indoor bicycle, you can get on that bike and you can pedal. Pedal anything up to 3.5 minutes and 5 minutes. And what that can do, that can help to circulate blood around the body. Yeah? And get blood flowing to the main muscles. So the muscles in your leg, in your thigh, muscles in the back of your hamstring, and so on. Yeah? And those muscles are being warmed up by blood circulating and generating around the body. And as a result of the blood flowing and warming up, you will be able to, you definitely will be able to resist, you'll be able to counteract any tightness and any soreness in the muscles as you then begin to do your main program. Yeah? So some of the things you can do is, you can march on the spot as an example of something that you can do. Yeah? We can also do rotations as well. This is another way of warming up the body. Yeah? We can do knee raises. Another way of warming up the body. Yeah? We can also do star jumps as a way of warming up the body. Yeah? We can do twisting movements as a way of warming up the body. Yeah? We can do like a figure 8 kind of movement with your arms and your shoulders. Yeah? We can do that. Yeah? We can do reaching movements as a way of warming up the body. Numerous ways, different things that we can do. So all of these movements are continual movements that you do. They're all continuous. They're not static movements. And what's the aim of these movements? These movements are to get your body to have a slightly elevated heart rate. You want to induce a certain amount of sweating, and you want your breathing rate to be slightly elevated as well. Yeah? And if you're doing any of these kind of activities or any of these kind of movements, continual movements, anything between 3.5 minutes onwards, right up until 5.5 minutes, if you're doing these continual movements, then one of the things that can happen is that your body will become ready for exercise. Okay? Your body will become ready for exercise. So this is one of the things that can happen. Yeah? So your aim is to do any one of these continual activities, do them for a period of time. Okay? And if you just excuse just for a minute.